Who knows what evil lurks in the heart of men? Once again, your neighborhood announcer brings you the thrilling adventures of the Axeman, the hard and relentless fight of one man against the forces of evil. These dramatizations are designed to demonstrate forcibly to young and old alike that crime does not pay.
Some Shakespeare for you. The boys spoken plain but true. If you got a belly full of food, then you'd have no more appetite. If you got an ear full of music, well, it might soothe something a little bit deeper. About 6 months ago, the Spanish flu had landed on our ports. Took out thousands of folks. We were all cooped up inside, day after day, month after month. No saloons, no soda pop shop, no school or church. It was only now we began to claim back our city that was taken from us by the precariousness of death. So we thought. I was playing my first set back at the old Absinthe House with Jelly Roll Morton on keys. It felt good to be back on bourbon. A deluge of song roaring through the streets from tall, open doors. Walking to the rhythm of the devil's music. That's what the old folks were calling it. Those 100-year-old green doors never looked better. And as I walked on into a place I can only describe as hugging an old friend. But something felt off that night. I could feel it in the crowd. Now, of course, I attributed that to the flu. Everybody wasn't used to being back out, sharing liquor and dancing together, right? Well, wicked word spread thick like molasses. One stroke from the door, up onto the stage.
Eddie, you're here. Thank God you're here. Did you see it?
She unfolded today's Times-Picayune from her pocketbook and shoved it towards me.
Would you read it to me, Eddie? Please. Everyone is terrified.
Esteemed mortals of New Orleans, they have never caught me and they never will. They have never seen me, for I am invisible. I am not a human being, but a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell. I am what you Orleans and your foolish police call the Axeman. Axeman?
Go on.
When I see fit, I shall come and claim other victims. I alone know whom they shall be. I shall leave no clue except my bloody axe be smeared with blood and brains. At 12:15 on Tuesday night, I'm going to pass over New Orleans. In my infinite mercy, I am going to make a little proposition to you people. Here it is. I am very fond of jazz music, and I swear by all the devils that every person shall be spared and whose home a jazz band is in full swing at the time I have just mentioned. If everyone has a jazz band going, well, then so much the better for you people. One thing is certain, and that is people who do not jazz it out on that specific Tuesday night, if there be any, will get the axe.
Eddie, I'm telling you, this is the same Amanda who killed
Kathy and Joe.
and they got Amelia's infant girl just last week. Many things as Rose and Charlie are still at Charity Hospital recovering. And the baby was laid to rest. A sin. They live at the end of my block in Greta, Eddie. This man has been at it all year long. The city ducks we were inside. Superintendent Mooney and his men stopped their investigation to take care of this flu. Now, I don't know anybody who has a record player. I don't know anyone who does. Here, on a Tuesday, you have got to play for our lives.
I looked down at my saxophone like a drowning man at a raft. Axeman. Who was he? Was he here?
Hey, Eddie.
I jumped about a half foot off the floor.
What are you, nervous? You gotta make some money.
Jelly handed me a glass of water. Boy, my ears were playing their drums, and I looked over at Joe like he was a ghost.
Don't tell me you're all worked up about that axe, man.
Of course not. I haven't been out in a little while, so that wasn't true. While the flu was done and left here, it was merely a palimpsest of a different kind of death.
Load of horse crap, that's what that is. Who's to say the guy who wrote it isn't just some jazz player that wants his damn job back?
But what about the notice? They've got to be in your family. Katerina and John Maggio right above the grocery store on Magnolia Street. There have been others too. Killed in the same way they were.
Lots of people own axes there.
And I'd say most of them don't plunge them through somebody's head.
I felt my knees buckle beneath me as she ripped the paper from my hands and ran back through the crowd.
Well, I wrote a little song for him.
Joe, come on now.
What? He wants music, and I'll give him some music.
Before I could protest, old Joe took that glass back out of my hand.
This next one goes out to the mysterious Axeman. Don't scare me, Papa.
Folks started doing what they always do in times of uncertainty. Ignore the problem till it goes away. And And much like the flu, I don't think this was going away neither.
Thank you very much, everybody. Lock your doors tonight. Ooh! Now give a warm welcome to the Boswell sisters.
Joe DeVilla tipped his hat at me as he left the stage. Smiling that young boy toothy smile, happy as a pig in shit with a rock as he called. And as he waved his way through the crowd of women that flocked to him, I scanned the crowd. Was I in the same room as an axe murderer? I think we all had them about now. I picked up my sax.
Hey, where you going?
And I got the hell out of there. There was just a little sliver of a moon that hung above the crescent city, light of trying to fight its way through the fog. Haze cast shadows and stood like giants on the stones, obscuring faces, trapping their sounds within the density of the gloom. I quickly made a left on Canal, a shortcut to get me home. Home. The place just a few hours ago I thought was keeping me safe, but a flu and a madman. I suppose you don't know if either's in your home till it's too late. I ended up over on the corner of Magnolia and Upper Line, by the bones of the old Maggio grocer. I can still see Kathy taking a broom to the porch and whistling a tune. You'd open the door, smell the sharp cheeses and Italian sausage, while Joe stood proud and made sure that countertop was spick and span. I'd go inside twice a day, every day for 3 years. Mr. and Mrs. Joe, that's what we called them. The whole world changed in the blink of an eye. Stood there and staring at that shop, and a shiver shot up my spine all the way to my skull. The same man that heard their screams wants to hear some jazz. The Big Easy. Ain't no such thing. Now no more. Central City, I noticed I wasn't alone. But inside every window of every house, a fire was burning. Figures pacing back and forth, protecting what was theirs. Tolling down the street like a bird with a worm.
Is that a saxophone, sir?
It sure is, bud. A fuchsia true tone, a tenor.
I want to play music like you one day.
Oh yeah. Now, why is that?
My mother says folks like you keep us safe from the Axeman.
I knelt down and looked him square in the eye. Now, why would your mother tell you a thing like that?
Well, it says so every day in my papers. My father reads it.
I took one out of his hand, and sure enough, there it was. Jazz bands will play for Axeman. Jazz bands will play for Axeman. I crumbled it up and threw it onto the sewer.
Hey, that'll be 2 cents. My family's got to eat.
And why on earth are you trying to scare people and get them all riled up?
Because it's my job.
Next day, I found myself at the Dryad Street Library till closing. I wanted to read all I could about the Axeman. All about his victims, what he did to them, and how he did it. And on my long road home, I replayed those murders in my head. Quickly, I turned the corner and ran round back to my shed to see if there was any attempt at entry. That's where I keep my axe. With my right shoulder, I barged the door open. There it was, cradled in the knot of an oak tree stump, catching a glimmer of the light of the moon. Before anyone else could, and held it in my pulsing palm. Right in front of me stood my home. Home. The place I would now wear as a suit of armor, wondering if there was a battle ahead. I tipped over to the back door and slid my key into the lock. turned the metal knob that stung like ice, warily pushed. Hello? With my left hand, I put my sax down, still gripping the axe with my right. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw the curtains were billowing in the breeze of an open window. Shit! I thought to myself. Did I leave it open before I left tonight? Slowly, I walked through the house. The floorboards moaned beneath me as I opened every closet. Nothing now. I poured myself an entire rocks glass full of whiskey and threw it back. And you know what I did next? I did it again. I did it so many times I just slid down to the floor, axe still in hand, as I waited. Hello? Hello? I'm armed! You hear me? Go! You get out of here! The figure reached my side and stood there towering above me. A grim reaper with a scythe that stretched across the entire room. He lay there panting, watching my bed ache as the shadow on the ceiling as it grew closer. Closer. And what do you want from me? What do you want? I woke up, covered in sweat and bourbon, nose to nose with my saxophone. I knew what I had to do. I knew what I had to do. I'd like to wish our President Wilson a speedy recovery. It proves this flu don't care about our politics, our color, or our creed. But working class folks like you and me, we don't have that White House luxury. What's keeping us alive?
I forgive you, 'cause I can't forget you.
What's keeping us alive?
You've got me in between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Who was watching out for
The
us?
devil and the deep blue sea.
A man with an axe? What? I'd be loath to give a speech and not mention the man of the hour. He's why you're here tonight, right? And you too. While old Joe DeMille wrote a song about him, you all bought it. So he cashed in on someone else's tragedy. God bless America. Yeah. God bless America. I don't know about you, but that's exactly the America I've come to know. Greed. Chaos. Fear. In a way, our Axeman is an amalgamation of all those things. The dark underbelly of the American dream sent here to wake us up a bit. So tonight we toast to the boogeyman on bourbon, whomever many men he may be. Here's a little bit of music, and even a little bit of thanks. You taught us all a little bit about ourselves. Play on.